Hello. Okay, now we should be live. Apologies, I started streaming like 3 minutes ago. And
rewind.
Yeah, and then realized I forgot to change over the stream key because I forget that I guess YouTube changes that every week. So, but yes, I finally have my grandmother here. And we're going to do a little...
For what that's worth, not much.
A little, kind of a quasi-mukbang, because we're both hungry. It's dinner time.
Starving.
Yeah. And this soup is very hot. Can you see the steam? Look at that steam.
Yep.
So, because it was literally just finished.
Because I fixed dinner late today. Sorry about that.
But yeah, it's going to be a wholesome live stream.
Yeah.
Here, now, yeah, that explains why there wasn't any comments before. It's because I wasn't streaming correctly. Chris is the smart. But yes, it is the day. Tomorrow I leave for VidCon, and I am super excited about that.
Not me. I'm super sad about that.
I love you.
I miss him. But you'll have fun.
Yeah, it'll be
So
good.
that's important.
Katie says you're great. Katie says hi, you're great, to be specific.
Hi, Katie. Oh.
But yeah, so in the final bit of update news from today is I was on the roof, which hasn't happened before because my grandmother. Do you want to tell the story or should I?
No, you go ahead. You're doing a good job.
Oh, well, thank you. Really putting a lot of effort into my one sentence there. But my grandmother was having an issue where anytime she would try and watch TV, sometimes it would give her like this error message that said that she could not connect.
It's like, what?
Yeah, right? Could not connect to the satellite wasn't receiving anything. We're like, what the heck? Like, we've had earthquakes. Did that knock something loose? Like, oh yeah, that's another thing we should talk about at the earthquakes.
Yeah. That was a little more exciting.
Yeah, a little bit more exciting than this situation. But yes, so my grandmother's outside one morning and notices we have some grapevines on the side of our house that are growing grapes. It's wonderful, it's fantastic. What's not wonderful is the fact that they have wrapped themselves around our TV antenna.
Yes.
That would explain it. So
And I was that close to calling.
yeah.
Which company was it?
The DirecTV and giving them a mouthful.
Exactly. Oh, thank goodness I didn't.
So I'd shimmy up onto our roof. When was the last time someone was on this roof?
Oh, probably Mark the handyman last year sometime when he did the eaves.
Because this roof, wow, that is very good. This roof is quite old. This house is old. This house is like from the, 50s?
1954. Mom bought it in 56.
Yikes.
But if you fall through the top roof, at least the second roof will catch you, though, because it
Yeah.
has two roofs on it.
Well, I don't know about that. It has two roofs on it, but the reason for that is because the first one had a bunch of water
Well,
damage.
that's true. Don't walk over the kitchen because that's where the roof fell in.
Yeah. One day my great-grandmother was just minding her business in this house, and then the roof caved in over the kitchen.
Yeah. There wasn't anybody up there even. I just had a bunch of water sitting on it.
Oh.
Yeah. It was one of those flat roofs.
Oh, yeah.
They're rather problematic, I guess. But anyway, so she had them come and put a whole new roof over the old roof.
Did they get rid of the old one, or is it still up there?
No, it's still up there. Yeah.
I wonder how if it's like rotten.
That's how come, I don't know.
Matthew! Sorry, one of my friends is here.
Oh, look. You got lots of friends. Guy, that's awesome. My goodness. I think it's okay. So, let's see.
So, that was a little bit scary to be up there on the roof. And, because I was on the roof a lot at our houses back in North Carolina. Don't tell my father, he didn't know. But, like, those were all relatively recent houses. You know, they were still, like, new.
These are new houses.
Yeah. I mean, like, and that's not saying a lot, but that means after the 50s. So,
this is a vintage house.
Mm-hmm. It explains why there's only 2 plugs a room.
Yeah, exactly.
That's fun to deal with.
If they both work, you're lucky.
Yeah. The electrical system in this house is not wonderful.
Well, back in the old days, what'd you have? You had a TV and you had a radio. And that was about it.
That's true.
So we didn't have to plug in a lot of stuff. So we had a very simplistic electrical panel.
That's funny because, yeah, I'm so like, you know, everything. I gotta plug in everything.
yeah.
I have multiple phone chargers around my room. I have, you know, like this whole computer setup with
Yeah.
wires everywhere. Grandma can attest.
Indeed, you do.
Have you looked underneath my desk?
I know. Oh my gosh. Jiminy Christmas.
It's, yeah.
It's like the cable company down there.
So
Good heavens.
that's been lovely.
Oh. Talking about the earthquake.
Yeah. So
That was pretty exciting.
why don't you tell that one? Because I told the roof story.
Well, we're just sitting there minding our own business, watching.
Was it Doctor Strange?
Yeah, I think it was Doctor Strange.
Because I've been showing her movie by movie the MCU.
And I'm sitting in the chair. Chris is on the couch, and my chair starts moving. I'm thinking, Chris, are you moving my chair? What's
I'm one of those people that bops my leg up and down. You know, like the this thing.
Mm.
Can you see it?
Yes.
So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he said it's an earthquake, and I thought, what? What? An earthquake? Oh no, it's not the big one they've been talking about for the last 20 years. Is
the
it?
big one.
I know, I rushed to the dish cabinet.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, and I was trying to pull up the video thing on my phone, and like my Touch ID wasn't working. I was like, come on! I was swiping and it wouldn't swipe.
Yeah.
Turns out you can tell Siri to open the camera, so that's kind of what I did.
That was pretty scary, actually.
Yeah, and so
Goodness.
I recorded a bit and then put that on Instagram so people can see. But yeah,
And we had, well, the first one, actually, remember the first one was on Friday?
Yeah.
The second one was
you have the best
Saturday
story
night.
I've heard from
Oh
that
my
one.
gosh, I'm just talking on the phone with my girlfriend, and I had this silver cross next to my bed hanging on the wall, and I happen to turn around, and all of a sudden this cross is swinging, and I'm going, oh no, did I just say something really bad? And I'm in trouble upstairs there. What's going on? Never swings. It's a non-swinging cross. So I thought, yeah, so that was the first earthquake.
Yeah, and I was peeing.
That's the bits when you're supposed to stop, drop, and roll.
Wait another like
There's
15 seconds, please.
There's never a good time for an earthquake, I guess. I guess we shouldn't make light of it. Some people were scared to death and did a lot of.
You know what would
Damage.
suck? If you were like getting surgery.
Oh yeah, yes it would.
Holy crap.
Hold him open. Oh, no. Oh my gosh, that'd be terrible.
Getting like dentist work done.
Oh yeah. Oh golly, yeah.
I'm sorry, that's so awful. We shouldn't joke
I
about
know,
that.
you're right.
But it's kind of hilarious.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
my
Well,
goodness.
anyway, at least hopefully that was it for the next 20 years. I don't know, maybe not.
Yeah, let's see that.
I gotta take a bite.
Yeah, I know, right? This is so good. I'm so hungry. This is so good, Grandma. Thank you.
Just chicken and noodles. Same old recipe I've been making for years.
Well, that's amazing. So yeah, how's your week been?
Yeah. How'd everybody fare at that earthquake? You guys do okay? Anybody ever
I don't think anyone in this chat actually is in California. We're the only
really?
ones, yeah. Because I know
Oh.
Katie's in Tennessee, Hannah's in Florida, Matthew's in
Mm.
Missouri, not Kansas.
Wow.
Chris is in Virginia.
Oh wow. So nobody else felt it, although your mom felt that one Friday.
Really?
Well, it must have been another one. It must not have been the one that we had. So
No. Apparently they felt it in Mexico,
yeah,
which
Yeah.
is surprising to me.
I know, all the way down there. Jeez, because it was north from us.
Yeah.
like 150 miles. Or
And Mexico is like 3 hours south.
Yeah. I get it. Just the way the boat lies, I guess. I don't know. Yeah.
You know, for it being such like a stereotypical like California vacation place. Well, I guess I was there on that cruise once, but I've never like
Oh yeah.
you know crossed that like done the famous like crossing the border into Tijuana.
Mm. Oh, you don't know what you're missing. That's an experience.
What is Grandma's review of Toy Story 4? We haven't seen it yet.
Am I the only one? You've seen it, haven't you?
Toy Story 4? No,
Oh no.
that's
No,
the one that's in
right.
theaters.
Oh. Geez, you mean they came out with more Toy Stories? I only saw Toy Story 1.
Really? You never saw 2 and 3?
Mm-mm.
Well, I guess I know what we're marathoning next.
I'm way behind on everything. Except Elton Abbey. I did catch every sequence of that.
And the MCU.
Ooh. What's that?
The Marvel Cinematic
Oh,
Universe.
yes. Chris has been bringing me up to date on that.
We're up to Captain Marvel. I just have to show her Ant-Man 2, and then hopefully by then, once I get back from VidCon, Endgame will finally be out.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And we saw Far From Home together,
Yeah,
which
that
don't
was good.
spoil anything.
Oh no.
But did you like it?
Yes, I did. I did like it. It was very exciting.
Yeah. Okay. That's all. That's all.
Oh, okay. I won't say what I was going to say.
Oh, what were you gonna say?
There was a butt coming, but.
Wait.
Don't like it when they kill off someone.
Yeah, you
Oh,
can't
okay,
say
never
that.
mind.
Nope.
Okay,
Nope.
I
Nothing.
won't spoil it. Mm-mm.
Sorry, I love you. But
I didn't like that.
the internet is
Oh.
not kind to spoilers.
You get in trouble, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wait, are you eating
So
your soup?
everybody's all over then, huh?
Yeah. Do you eat your soup with a spoon?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because I have to get all the gravy
That's fair. But how do you get the noodles? Oh,
on
Amy
my
says, hey.
spoon. You got a big spoon. You can use that. Yeah. There you go.
That's fair.
These are not homemade noodles. And you can definitely tell the difference. But I was in a hurry. So, somebody said hi, Grandma. Hi, Amy. Hi.
Yeah. Amy's cool.
Oh, you guys are all so sweet. Oh my goodness. Wow. So what's everybody else been up to out there? Anybody got, let's see. Just how are you questioning her eating?
Okay, Katie. Well, you know what?
I like us using a spoon because I like to get the juice.
Yeah, that's fair. I know Chris is packing for VidCon.
Mm-hmm.
Which I am too. We were talking about this actually like a little bit ago. I think like an hour ago or something. Maybe 2 hours.
Yeah.
Like the struggle is we're both packed at the point where we can't really pack anymore because we need to use the stuff. Like I haven't packed toiletries. I haven't packed camera chargers, any chargers at all. I haven't packed any computer stuff, which is like half of all of the stuff I'm bringing. I always now my packing thing is all of my clothes and everything I need to like live in a suitcase, and then all of my like electronics in a backpack. So I've done half of that.
Makes sense. That's good. Yep. The last 5 minutes before you walk out the door, that's when you are going like crazy.
Yep.
Put that toothbrush in. Put the shaving cream in. The brush.
I know. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do for a body wash because my container thing the lid is busted. Remember that?
You need one of those little travel ones.
Yeah, I guess. Except will that last a week? I might just get some toiletries there, cause like
We don't have an extra bar. You take a bar of soap.
I don't think so. I can run up to the store.
No, I'll go.
No, it's fine.
I can go ahead and go do that. What time are you leaving tomorrow?
He'll be here at like 11.
Oh,
Excuse me.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I better go tonight. Mm.
Matthew, no fleas this year.
Was he one of the 4 ones that?
No, but he's heard about it.
Oh, that was terrible.
Oh goodness. Yes, we are Airbnb-ing in Anaheim.
That'll be neat.
Yeah, it'll be interesting.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, they're not actually, speaking of fleas, so I did get 2 of them on Emmy. Yeah,
Really?
and she's got a flea collar on.
Yeah. Oh, great.
We're gonna have to put flea collars on our ankles. That's horrible. What do you do? It's terrible. I mean, you don't want to use anything that's toxic.
Mm.
You know, with the dog and the cats around. Hi, William.
Oh yeah, or the Life Alert one. Did I ever tell you that story?
The what one? The what?
Back when we had that like Life Alert thing for great grandma
Oh yeah.
there.
Yeah.
It was
Oh.
that same. Did I tell you the story?
I think. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, it was just like you know, we were all settling in bed after a long, exhausting day. It was like 2 a.m. Right? We have all of our cameras charging from one outlet. That same one the Life Alert thing is plugged into. And I go to plug in one more camera. Boom! I guess I flipped the breaker because that alarm thing started going off.
Oh, and that's the most horrible sound.
Yeah. And then the thing is, right, is the home phone started to ring.
Yes.
Except it was in that bedroom.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me, and that was the one that my friend Adler was asleep in.
Oh,
And I'm like, what if he, like, I don't know him to the point where does he sleep just in boxers or naked? Like, this could go really south if I barge into his room.
Exactly.
Finally, he comes out, and like, if I remember correctly, it's been a few years, or somehow we got to the phone after, or maybe the batteries in the phone died. That's what happened.
Yeah, because I was having trouble with that.
That's what it was, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So, and I'm like, oh no, they're gonna send an ambulance to our house.
Jeez.
Meanwhile, the alarm's still going off.
It's a very high pitch. It's a terrible sound.
Yeah.
Ear piercing.
Well, also, I guess we had some kind of like fax machine set up or something with our old printer because I was able to get the phone number that was calling us from the printer. It showed up on the printer.
Oh, okay. Yes, it was a printer fax.
Yeah.
Copy thing.
So thankfully, I had my phone, and I was able to get the number from there and say, hey, this is the resident at our address. You know, my bad. I just flipped the breaker. Please don't send an ambulance at 2 in the morning.
Exactly.
We were already dealing with the whole
God.
flea situation.
So that's how come those guys never came back, huh? Jeez.
It's true.
Weird. Oh, well, we had to have that because of my mother, Chris's great grandma, was still with us at the time. So
Yeah.
we had to have
Wait,
this
no.
alarm system.
Not at that point. We were just too lazy to take it out.
Oh, was this just
This
year
was
before last?
2017, I think?
Oh, yeah, no, you're right. Oh. Jeez, that's the first thing I should have taken. that
No,
was
we
an
kept
awful hole.
We kept that box there for
Yeah, you're right, we did.
years. Yeah.
Well, we did because, and it was right in front of this cupboard where the vacuum cleaner was.
Yep. So every time you tried to open the cupboard to get to the vacuum cleaner, donk!
Exactly. You had to kind of move it over and then open the cupboard.
And it was not light.
And then try to get the vacuum cleaner out, which never just came out. It was always
Yeah.
stuck or hung up on something.
That's the kind of people we are.
Oh.
If it's like, if there's something that can be fixed in 30 seconds, we take a 15-second shortcut, which ends up being more effort after 10 years.
Right.
Like how we've always struggled with in the garage, we didn't have any lights in there.
I could. What a difference that made! My gosh.
One day we're at Lowe's and we're like, wait a minute, it's like $10 for one of these fluorescent lights.
Yeah.
We've put up with like no light in that as long as I have known this house. So for 23 years at least.
Oh yeah, yeah. You got your flashlight in one hand, and you're trying to jockey a bunch of boxes because the box that you want is on the bottom, right?
Because we're one of those
Always on the
people
bottom.
that keeps a whole bunch of boxes in our garage.
Yes.
Also, do you want to tell the story? I'm gonna go get seconds.
We have a lot of stuff, you might say. So anyway, Chris says, Grandma, these things are only $10. I can just put one. There's like 3 different aisles, and it's like a 2-car garage, but there's never been a car in the garage ever that I've known. And so he gets up in the rafters, he wires this thing up, big long extension cord to the one outlet that is in the garage, which is in the first aisle where the workbench is. He puts one of these fluorescent lights in each one of the aisles, and I mean to tell you, when he flipped that thing on after 50 years of trying to struggle with no light in a very dark garage, it all lit up. It was, oh my God, I couldn't believe it. It was so exciting. It was so neat. Oh my gosh.
It's one of those like common sense things where it's like, why did it take us this long to do this?
I guess I don't have much common sense because I never thought to do that.
Oh goodness. Oh, Allison's here. Yay.
Oh,
cool.
Hi Allison. Oh, now where's Allison from then?
Allison and Amy are twins, actually.
Oh,
And I
how
actually
fun. Oh my
don't know
gosh.
where they're from.
Identical?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. So do you guys do like everything together then?
All the stereotypical twin stuff, like
yeah.
swap places at school or something.
Yeah. Talk to the other one's boyfriend, maybe. I used to do that, and I wasn't even a twin. But
No, that's where you pretend like you're that person and share like way too much information. Like, I was trying to go to hang out with you yesterday, but I just had the worst explosive diarrhea.
Excuse me. My sister was ready to kill me. Oh no. Susan, get off the phone. I know.
Because you guys, oh my gosh, that's right. Because you like landlines, everybody in the house could listen.
You plus you had a party line.
Oh,
there
that's
was other
dangerous.
people that could be listening on the phone too.
That's terrifying.
Oh yeah.
Holy cow.
Although it was a little interesting when you pick the phone up and you can hear somebody else's conversation and you're going, and what happened? I mean, you get to know your party line folks pretty well after a while.
Oh my
my
gosh.
golly, yeah, those were some fun days. Oh my golly.
Just the whole thought of a party line is such a weird thought to me.
I know.
Like, think about it now. You could never
yeah.
get away with that.
No. What we did then. Yeah. Unbelievable. Well, things were a lot different back then. It's a good thing things changed. Oh, gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's... What do you think has been the biggest, like, technological advancement you've seen?
Well, of course the computer, but even way before that, the television. Oh my gosh. We didn't have color TV. It was black and white.
Really?
You couldn't watch it during the daytime. Well, my mom wouldn't let us watch it during the daytime anyway. But
Oh, because there was, like, no backlight?
well, it was so light that you couldn't couldn't see it. And of course, we always had to sit, way far back from the TV.
Yep, because the TV will hurt your eyeballs.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure that was just a ploy from my parents just to
I know.
get us out of the way so they could see
I
too.
know. And my dad would always turn the volume way down. So we're just like straining to hear the TV. Of course, you had to be really quiet. Well, if you're quiet enough, you can hear the TV.
Why? Was it like a power saving thing?
No, I think he just didn't want something real loud going on.
Yeah, that's fair.
However, I remember some of his music, though, and that was, what you might say, a little loud.
Yeah, because that was around the time. Was it like Janet? What was her name? Janet Jackson? Janet Joplin?
Oh, no, this is way before Janis Joplin.
Really?
Janis Joplin was Bappa's music.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah. He loved Janis Joplin, all the hard rock ones. Yeah, no, this is way before that. Oh my golly, yeah. But so what we did, actually we didn't do it, our neighbors did it. They put a green strip of like cellophane across the bottom. I don't remember what color was in the middle. I guess it was just the green and then the blue for the sky. And it was just like cellophane that you could just like stick onto your screen. Of course, if it was a person on your screen, they were blue on the top, green on the bottom.
So it was like screen printing on a shirt, but for your TV.
Oh, exactly. Oh, it was ridiculous. Oh my golly! But
I mean, I guess in essence, that is how color is recorded. Is basically that. But
we only had like a couple of channels too. That's all you could get. You have your rabbit ears, sticking out of the top of your TV set there, and we didn't have any of like what we have now. Not at all. You could watch the news, or you could watch the news. Or Captain Jet. I remember Captain Jet, though. He was for the kids.
Captain Jet?
I took my mom's colander, turned it upside down on my head, and I wired these.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, never mind. I won't embarrass you anymore. I'm
No,
embarrassing
this is
myself.
amazing. I'm living for this.
Well, you know those little things that you whip up eggs with? Well, I
Oh, yeah.
wired 2 of those to the bottom, too. And I thought it looked really cool.
That's
I
amazing.
thought I looked just like Captain Jet.
Please tell me there's pictures of
Oh
this.
my golly. Pictures? No, I was the 3rd child. When you're the 3rd child, there are no pictures of you. Maybe when you're born, but that's about it until you're, 18? When you graduate. You wouldn't know because you were the 1st child.
Yeah, no, but then I think of Chloe.
See, Chloe knows what I'm talking about.
Yep.
I know.
She's had to resort to taking her own photos all the time.
Oh, I know, it's unbelievable. Oh my gosh.
I will say, oh yeah, sorry, but you can.
No, go ahead.
Like the thought even of television channels is a weird thought to me, or
I
like
know.
radio, like the whole you can't choose it.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I've been raised on the internet, right?
Yeah.
Especially because we never had any television growing up. My mom just didn't like it. So it was DVDs. DVDs were the only thing that happened on our TV.
Yeah. Wow.
And like we always just listened to CDs. And now it's like everything, iTunes and YouTube is my life.
Wow. Yeah, so we didn't have any of that. We had a transistor radio.
Oh my gosh.
If you were lucky, you could get a station or 2.
Oh my gosh.
And whatever it played was what you listened to. Remember how they started getting bigger too? Because the little transistor radio, that was really the thing. That was really cool. But then they started getting bigger and bigger, and what was that? The 70s when they started the big boombox things.
Oh,
You guys
yeah.
would- Exactly. Exactly. Oh my golly, yes, things have changed a bit in the last
Oh my gosh.
70 some odd years.
Even just like, yeah, the whole music thing. Like Matthew brought up a good point.
Hmm.
Like I don't even buy music anymore. I just stream it.
I know.
Like literally any song. Name a song right now.
We have, we had 78.
Dang.
78 was a big record, about like that big. We had 45s that were the little ones that you had to have that little disc thing in the middle.
Yeah.
And then CDs. That might VHS. No, that wasn't music. That was movies.
Like I can literally just be like, play Party in the USA.
Yeah. Yeah. No. See that? No, we didn't
Oops.
have any.
And then I lock my screen. Play Party in the USA.
We had none of that. Yeah. See, isn't that neat? Oh my golly.
Yeah.
I
And especially
know.
when you connect it via Bluetooth to like any of the Bluetooth speakers we have in the house.
That's incredible.
Yeah, you can
That's absolutely
Whenever
incredible.
you want. Or like the Google Homes we have. Like any song, whatever you want.
Oh my golly. We're not spoiled, are we? We just want to snap our fingers and have music or TV or whatever you want.
Like, oh, and Susan's here. Also, who was it? Katie said that you, like, your glasses and hers are very similar.
Really? Did you get yours at the grocery store? I did. These are just the cheap granny glasses because I lose them so often. I have a good pair, but I can't see through them is the problem. The prescription's not right.
Oh, gosh.
No, I'm sure yours are better than mine. Mine are just cheap ones. But
Also, she said, I love the aesthetic of this 50s and 60s and such, but man, I do love my modern technology.
oh yeah. No, you guys would be bored to tears if you went into a time machine and went backwards. Oh my gosh.
It is true.
Yeah, it's way better now for sure. I can't even believe how good it is now. I mean, really, it's phenomenal. Just in the period of time that I've been alive, I just cannot believe the change. In fact, I have my grandmother's, Chris's great-grandmother's old talk about how music has changed. They had music boxes way back in the old days. This thing is huge, very heavy, You open it up, and it plays a big copper disc. That, you know,
Oh yeah.
one of those tinkly. I don't know how you describe that.
Like those little music boxes, you know.
Yes.
Diddly diddly diddly.
Right.
But
So this is a big one.
it's a big boy.
That's right.
Thick.
I know.
We're eating chicken noodle soup.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very American meal.
Yep. That's the way I was raised. Just good old wholesome down home cooking, for sure.
I can't imagine before home video and yeah, even before like, you know, VHSs. You saw a movie in the theater.
Oh yeah.
That was your only time to see that movie.
Oh yeah. Yeah. If you were lucky enough to be able to see the movie, because
That's such a weird thought. Because I'm like, I could pull up Infinity War on my phone right now.
oh yeah. No, we couldn't do any of that. No. However, it didn't cost us $20 to get into the theater. It cost us like 50 cents.
That's
So-
fair.
That was one big plus, but
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna watch.
oh yeah. No.
And that's all I can play probably before I get, excuse me, copyrighted.
That's really? Ooh.
Oh yes, YouTube and copyright.
Oh my gosh. Just if you want to
Oh yeah.
really.
Hmm.
Wow. Oh my God. Yeah, the screens are so different too than what they used to be. Way smaller, and of course, you know, the film would break, and so you're just sitting there, you know, during the climax, and it got kind of sizzles, you know, like it's burning up.
Oh my gosh.
And it's like, oh, you're kidding.
That's horrible.
And of course, the projectionist, who knows where the projectionist was, because it seemed like it would take forever for him to splice it, and then of course you missed a part.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, most like theaters now are all digital.
Yeah, it was film in the old days.
I mean, some still project with film. Film is still like with movies the nicer, more expensive option. But yeah, it is like the much more expensive option now.
Wow, really?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I mean, just think about like digital photography versus film.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like I could take 10 million pictures on my phone.
Yeah. Wow.
Imagine taking like, you know, like I have probably, I don't know, 20 odd thousand photos on my phone.
Yeah.
Imagine
right.
how much it would cost to do 20,000 film photos.
Oh, jeez. And that is so neat, because then you don't have these big giant photo books
Yeah.
that you're lugging around when there's a fire or something that's threatening you. And remember,
Yeah.
I had boxes of these photo books the
Oh, yeah,
last
when-
time we had that fire in the mountains close by here, and oh my golly. Yeah, so that's really a good thing that that's changed. Everything's changed for the better. I mean, it's getting way better.
Yay. Plus, like EXIF data, you know, like you know, now whenever you take a photo, especially on your phone, it records the date and time, your location, probably if it can recognize who's in the photo.
That's really nice.
Right?
Oh
So you
my
can go back
gosh.
and be like, oh, I'm going to see all the pictures of you.
Yeah.
You know? Narrow it down. You, Christmas time. Narrow it down more. 2007.
Oh my golly. That's
Right?
so nice. Oh my gosh.
Which really helped when we were putting together like the stuff for my grandfather's memorial service. Is we just searched
I
through my
know.
camera roll for all of the photos that he was in.
That's amazing.
And
That's
it took
really
us
amazing.
like 10 minutes.
Because I have old photo books too, tons of photo books. Some of them are so old, so many generations back, that I don't even know who they are. And there's no, worst of all, there's nobody around to ask.
Yeah, and no one wrote anything in the description.
No, it's like, oh my golly, you're kidding. And beautiful photo books too that
And it's a
they're
shame.
related, but
Because there's so many
Wow.
stories.
Exactly. You know, that's another thing that is so important, like your videoing, because it is so neat to get these stories down to be able to hand them, so the other generations can enjoy them and kind of learn, you know, what their grandparents were like, or their great grandparents, or
That's low-key one of the reasons that I do it. Is like, yeah, I want my grandkids to be able to see
Yeah.
me at their age and
Yeah.
like,
yeah.
I don't know. Like, I have this tendency to like always overly idealize anyone older than me.
Oh.
You know, like I think like, oh, when my parents were my age, they were like perfect people. Or like, you know, like the stereotype of like the sweet, lovely like grandparents, you know? And so I want my kids to see me at their age and go like, oh, he was an idiot.
We all were at that age. Oh.
Also, sorry, there were a bunch of comments I wanted to acknowledge real quick.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no.
I should let you get about your
Oh, no, this is
vlog
good.
here. And
Yeah, Susan said, you're the only grandma I know who appreciates technology nowadays.
oh, well, it's wonderful. I mean, it really. Okay, don't get me wrong. I get a little frustrated every now and then when I can't do some of the most simple things, but that's how come I have my in-house tech support right here, which is great. Oh my gosh.
I mean, she uses Siri to ask, like, she's pretty decent at it.
Well, except every now and then I get Siri and Google mixed up because we have both of them.
Oh, yeah. We got a bunch of Google Homes because they were, like,
Yeah.
uber cheap.
Yeah, they're so handy though. Oh my gosh, your hands are full, you're in the kitchen, you have set the timer,
Yeah.
so you just...
I know, I was like, don't say it, it'll hear you.
Yeah, exactly, for sure. No, that's awesome. I love those things. Jeez, for sure. Yeah, you guys you're just, this is a terrific generation, it really is.
If we get some, like, smart lights, we can hook up.
Oh, I know, yeah.
And then you can say, like, turn off the lights.
That's so neat.
What I really want to do is get one of those smart plugs that you plug your, like, hair iron into.
Oh.
So then, when you're out and about, if you're like, oh shoot, did I leave the iron on? Just like, hey, turn the outlet off.
Yeah, I really do need that because I can't tell you how many times I have gotten down the street and I have to turn around and come all the way back. Did I unplug the flat iron? I don't remember. Mainly because half the time I'm on autopilot, so you know I'm just doing this stuff and not thinking about it. So yeah, that would be terrific.
Or like those smart locks that like lock whenever you're not near them, but then unlock when you walk towards them.
That's so neat.
Right? Everything's super automated, and not to mention the whole like smart AC.
Oh. I like a dumb AC. I like any AC.
We don't have any centralized air conditioning in this house.
Don't.
So when I complain about the heat and you're like, oh, where I live in Phoenix, Arizona, cool, but you still have air conditioning.
That's right. Well, okay. Well, we have those box AC units that you stick in the window.
And then that means you can't open that window ever again.
That's right. That's exactly what that means. Oh, dear. Yes. Well, back in the old days, they didn't put them in every house.
That's wild to think about.
I know. It's wild that we didn't have one put in over the years either.
My friend Joe says, my job is literally setting up phones for older people. Susan is correct. 99% of grandmas hate technology.
Really?
Oh, yeah. That's like a whole stereotype.
Is that right? Well, probably because they don't have somebody there to ask, and they get, if you can't do something, you get frustrated.
Mm-hmm.
But, well, that's too bad.
Or like Katie's comment.
What's that?
My papa is out here calling his ex-wife, trying to figure out how to cook green beans because he forgets Google exists. Imagine calling your ex-wife about green beans.
Oh, dear. Oh. That's so... See, Google's wonderful. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, what did we do before Google? It's called encyclopedias. Big, heavy encyclopedias.
Oh, yeah. I remember we came across those ones in the garage.
Yes.
That we had to give away.
Yes. Oh, my God. Jeez. Yep.
And what if, like, it was a new thing that hasn't been, in the encyclopedia for 30 years?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. That just,
That's a wild thought.
Yeah.
Joe says, just today I had a grandma who wanted to trade her new smartphone in for a flip phone. You remember flip phones?
Yes, I do. Oh, talk her out of doing that. The smartphones. Once she gets it down, she'll love it.
Right?
Oh, gee, Willikers. I know though. Actually, my sister did the same thing.
That hurts.
It does.
Or like the Nest Cam thing, so you can see like...
I know. I love that.
They're not phones anymore. They are like, computers.
Mm-hmm.
They just have a phone calling capability.
Yeah.
But like they are mobile computers.
Yeah, those are wonderful. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I used to be able to be outdoors and working in the garden, but yet then I'd have my phone and I could watch Papa, make sure he was all okay. And
Yeah.
all was well.
While
so-
you're listening to music,
Yeah.
you know, and chilling.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, even better. Jeez, I love those earbud things you put in your ears and can listen to the music.
Grandma got herself some AirPods.
I love them. They are great. Oh my gosh.
It's
Nothing.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
What's that say?
So, which one?
Oh no, that was the green bean one.
Oh yeah.
Okay. What's Amy say?
Yeah.
I don't know how to cook.
Grandma, tell us about the technology in the old days. Also, Joe says, how do you mess up green beans?
I know. I mean, you can overcook them, I guess, but oh,
There's a will.
golly. Yeah, the
Oops.
technology in the old days, honey lamb, it was way different. Everything was manual and big and heavy. Oh my gosh.
I still like it cracks me up though that the international signal for roll the window down is still,
Oh yeah, that's how you roll the window down. You rolled it down.
and I know that because my father once borrowed an old truck that was manual roll the windows down.
Yeah, yeah.
And there was one time I was sitting in it. We were like running to Lowe's or something, the home improvement store. And I was sitting in the car while he was in the store, and I was like, "Oh, I'm dying of heat." But he took the keys, so I can't roll down the window.
Oh no. Oh yes, I can.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
And I was like, "Yeah." How long have I been sitting here and dying?
I mean, the good thing about that was, you know how when they have the electric buttons that break after a while, and then you are up a creek without a paddle. Where
Oh,
the
yeah.
old ones, the old manual stuff, it lasted forever,
Yeah.
way longer than you would want it to last, actually. But
Yeah. Or at least like the really like the stuff that still has lasted to this day are the things that would last. Like you know, like I'm sure this table right now, this is a really cheap IKEA table.
Yeah.
It's not gonna last.
Yeah.
I know that for a fact.
yeah,
But like the really
this bed.
how
yes.
old is this bed
Oh
frame?
my gosh. This has got to be, well, let's see, it's been in this house for 65 years, and then it was in Great Aunt Fanny and Great Uncle Fred's house for probably at least the same. This is probably well over 100 years old. I know. The same thing with the, however, somebody did break the marble top on that antique table. I don't know who did that.
Just big my funny bone.
Wasn't me. Uh-oh, you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
But yeah, the old stuff does that. Oh my gosh. I wish I could show you guys this old Treadle Royal sewing machine. And it's a treadle.
Oh,
I do mean
yeah.
treadle. You got to pump it with your feet while you're sewing. But remember it was like 18,
Yeah.
1870,
1870?
I think was the last copyright on it.
Like
Yeah, no ups or extras. It just stitched and that's it. But
this house has an abundance of sewing machines.
I know. We got 3.
We
Well,
had 4. My
Yeah,
computer desk was a
right.
sewing machine
Yes,
desk.
that's right. You used to be big in sewing. Well, that's how you got your clothes. My mom made my clothes.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she made them all. She made those, well, not those drapes, but she made the drapes in the living room before those drapes.
Really?
When the big patterns
I
were
feel
the
like-
style. Actually, they're back now.
Yeah, they are. I feel like I've seen pictures like them in pictures.
Yeah,
So I think I know what
yeah,
you're talking about.
Yeah, I think you have. Yeah.
Huh.
I know. She was really good. I'm just I'm not a good seamstress. In fact, my first
You-
experience, I laid down the fabric on the floor. I
disagree.
got on it. I got my chalk, and I outlined my legs because I was going to make myself a pair of capris. That's what you called them, capris. Well, I didn't realize though that when you do that and you sew it together, there's not enough room for like the width of your body.
Oh.
So I learned the hard way.
Oh no.
Yes, my mom wasn't home to help me, and so I ruined my fabric.
Oh
But I
no.
saved my allowance, my 25 cents a week.
Oh no, you poor
I
thing.
know. She showed me how to do it after that, though.
That's so precious, though.
Can I tell you one funny story?
Yeah.
There was a dance at school that I really wanted to go to. And I said, Mom, could you make me a dress? And she said, oh, Susie, it's what, tomorrow or something? I mean, I didn't give her any notice at all. Anyway, so she made me this beautiful, long, kind of a white, I don't know what you call that fabric, polished cotton type thing with long sleeves.
Aww.
And little lace around the neck. And anyway, so
fancy.
Yeah. And so I went to the dance feeling really good and everything, although it kind of felt a little tight, but it's like, oh, okay, it's all right. So I went to put my arms up to dance, right? And it's like, okay, wait, I can't get my arms up. What is the matter? I'm trying to show you.
Yeah. Shall we dance, Grandma?
Yes, shall we dance? Well, my mom, because she was in such a hurry, because she really was a good seamstress, but she had the sleeves on backwards in the wrong side, and so there was no. You have to cut a sleeve out the right way and sew it on the right side. There's these little.
Oh no!
And it was wrong. So I'm like, okay, honey, I'll dance with you, but my arms can only go up so high.
You're like, I'm not being cheeky and having to keep my hand down here.
Right. I know. Oh, poor Mom. She felt so bad, but it was totally my fault because it was very last minute. So anyway.
That's precious, though.
That's my seamstress story of disaster.
Katie had also said our house is like a vintage dream.
Well, it's vintage, all right. I don't know about the dream part, but
let me introduce you to this green carpet.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh.
I love this green carpet, though. It has memories.
Yes, it does.
Can't even see here. I'm in the way.
This is avocado green high-low carpet.
Oh.
That has lasted forever.
Oh, yeah.
And the whole family. I'm the only one that wants to take it out because there's hardwood floors underneath, and everybody says, no, you can't do that.
It's the green carpet.
I know. I'm going, you've got to be kidding.
Everybody recognizes the green carpet.
Oh. I've seen this green carpet for 50 some odd years. No, it's actually 60. Yeah, 65. They bought the house in 56.
Jeez.
Oh my golly.
The best part too is we've seen a little hint of the hardwood floors because we were once just like dog sitting and it tore up a bit in my room, so we can see the hardwood floors. They still look good.
They do look good.
They have like 65 years worth of dust.
See, that's another reason right there. Dust and who knows what else is underneath this carpet.
Fair. Oh, Katie's on your side.
See? Thank you, Katie. Thank you. I know. I mean, you know how many animals we've had? This family has had lots of animals. Lots of dogs, lots of cats over the years.
I also love there's that wax spill still on my floor. Remember the first, month or so that I moved here and I accidentally spilled that candle?
Yes.
And there's that mysterious little bright spot right there.
That's where, you know what I think?
Is that bleach?
I think that's where Mark the handyman dropped the paint. He was painting one day.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that's what that is. Yeah, well, you got a little bright spot there. Anyway, I should let you guys get about your questions. I'm taking your time and everything.
Oh no, this is great. So. This is really fun.
Oh, well, I should go wash dishes. Does it have a dishwasher? No. Does it have a trash compactor? No.
That is the struggle. This house was made before, any of those.
Oh, yeah. I'm lucky that I have a sink.
It cracks me up when we were so we got, when we were going through, your stuff in storage, we came across your old refrigerator, which we were super excited about because it has, you know where I'm going with this.
I know where you're going.
It has one of those, drink dispenser, the ice and the water dispenser things built in, and so we were so excited. We took all of the food out of our old fridge. We tossed that onto the side of the road. We brought in this new one. Grandma, you spent all day cleaning out the inside because it was a moldy mess.
It was. It had been in storage. They closed the door. Now, obviously you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to keep the door open so it could get air in there.
But we're so incredibly excited. We bring it, bruising all of our fingers. We bring it in through the narrow doorway into our house. Set it up. And then we go to plug in the water line.
There's no water connection over there. Trust me, there's only water at the sink. which is on the opposite wall.
All of that work for nothing.
I know.
Nothing. There's no benefit.
Oh, I have an ice maker, but now I gotta fill up the trays because I can't use the ice maker, right? Because there's no water. Oh well. I will really appreciate an ice maker if I ever
Is that like
get the water line.
a birthday present hint there?
Yeah.
Happy birthday. I got you a water line.
No, yay! I'd be so excited. I really would. Oh, God.
That and just more electrical outlets.
I know.
Like the average is like at least one a wall, if not two.
Mm-hmm. What if you got one? Well, you don't even have one on every wall.
No, I have one on
got
this wall and one over there.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
That's why, if you've ever wondered, if you see this little white cable on the ground, that's an extension cable so that I can plug my light in.
Oh my goodness. I know. Well, that's what you get when you have an old house.
I guess, yeah. But I feel kind of bad complaining because it does have so many good memories.
Oh, it does. Oh my gosh. Years and years and years of good memories. Definitely.
Oh, honestly.
Yeah.
And that's why, like, it feels weird to change things. Like, my room is so different from when I first got here. And part of me is like, oh, well, it was like that for so many years.
Well, yeah, but it's better now. It really is better. It looks good. It looks really good.
It's like the whole, like, you know, the whole, like, the point is to carry, like, the personality of the person in it. Like, the house, it's a house, not
That's
a museum.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
This
and I need to
one's
remind
sort of-
myself that all the time, especially when it comes to the carpet.
Exactly. Oh, I told everybody that I would cut the carpet up into squares and get everybody a piece of it so they can do whatever with it.
Frame it.
I know. Oh my gosh.
I know. It was so hard when we were we went through like a major cleaning spree in our garage.
Oh.
And like finding the old stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Like
yeah.
the old tools and
I know. Those are so neat to me.
yeah. Or
Because-
like old pamphlets or newspaper like
I know.
leaflets.
Yeah.
What was one of them?
Old stuff.
One of them
Oh,
was
my
like
golly. Yeah.
it was announcing some big historical thing.
Well,
Was
I
it-
have actually in fact, I don't know right away where it's at, but I have a poster of the Panama Canal when the Panama Canal was opened. years ago.
Dang.
But yeah, there's tons of the old newspapers.
Panama Canal. That was
I gotta think of it.
Roosevelt.
Yeah, I think it was. I know. Yeah, there's lots of. Our family is pack rats. They are pack rats. They keep
Yes.
everything. Yeah.
So when you get on me for that, just know.
He comes by it honestly. Oh dear. Well, they had to be, because when they went through, the wars. Oh my gosh, you saved everything. You didn't have to throw
yeah.
anything away.
Especially metal things.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes. Exactly. So, it's understandable. You're getting some questions here.
oh yeah,
Good,
just comments. Yeah, someone was saying that they got their house from a like crazy cat lady, and there was cat hair everywhere,
Oh.
and they found cat hair in the microwave.
You're kidding. What's a cat? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Yeah, right. That's gonna be a few layers of nope there.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh my
Good
gosh.
heavens. Oh.
I would die.
Yeah. Boy, you're not kidding. We went to a bed and breakfast, or not a bed and breakfast, it was an Airbnb, actually before they called them Airbnbs. But one time, and same thing, this lady had cats everywhere. And it was so weird because it was like, we were just staying, the bedroom that we were in, you open up the medicine cabinet and there's medicine and stuff in there.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my golly, that is so bizarre. Just,
Huh.
But, yeah, she had cat everything, all kinds of cat paraphernalia. And, oh my goodness. But it was fun, though. We had a good time. Anyway, well, I better, see, you're getting some questions, babe. I better let you
Yeah,
guys.
Chris is a home, like, Chris, yours truly, Chris, he's like a repair
Oh, really?
guy, like lawn and crawl space stuff, so.
A crawl space, yes. I can hook up a water line for that. That would be a good. Where do you live? Are you close by?
Well, he'll be out here for VidCon. I know that.
You know, I never thought of that. I kept thinking underneath the house, but you're right, because there is a crawl space in the hallway and there is room over the kitchen.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, I've only been up there like once, but I remember.
Huh.
Wow, good. That would be terrific. Oh my gosh. I would be so excited about that.
I know. we'll talk, Chris.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that would be terrific.
Okay, yeah, I should probably let you
Okay.
go here. In fact,
Okay,
this
guys.
live stream's almost over.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, no.
I didn't
You're
even hear. Are you done, babe?
I'm actually gonna get thirds in a
Oh,
minute.
okay.
That was so good, I just can't stop.
Oh.
But yeah, in fact,
He's an easy keeper.
you're so good at cooking.
It's just plain
Or maybe
old.
my mom just isn't. No, but no, yours.
No.
No, I'm sorry. I love you, Mom. Your cooking is
Yes,
good. Grandma's cooking is also very, very
She's-
good.
She's
I've been raised by amazing chefs, and
Oh.
that puts a lot of pressure on you.
No. It's just regular old down home cooking, so nothing fancy. No ups, no extras. So.
It's so good.
Well,
Maybe it's because I can I can burn cereal. So.
Oh dear. I'm gonna help this guy. Yeah, before we turn you loose on your own.
Oh, goodness.
Teach
I
you
know.
a few things.
Katie said you're the best. Come back on the stream. The stream
Oh,
against.
Katie, you are a sweetheart. Oh my gosh, that is so nice of you to say that.
People love you. You're
Oh.
fantastic.
I'm just a regular old person who loves her grandson.
Aw.
Yes, very,
And I
very
love
much.
my grandma.
Oh,
There's your little bit of wholesomeness for the week.
yeah, you guys have a good week, okay?
Yes, definitely.
Stay safe out there.
Yes, definitely.
Enjoy and stay positive, right?
Hey!
Okay.
That was a perfect way to end the stream, Grandma.
Oh.
I know you said you were just going to be on here for a few minutes, and it's like the whole hour.
Oh my golly. Well, get me going back to all the old days.
No, I'd love to have you on more if that's okay.
Oh, honey.
Because like that was a lot of fun.
Well, it was fun. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go